Welcome back, beautiful people, to another episode of Not So Good Advice, where me, the host, Stu Bloom, gives you, the beautiful people, not so good advice. Welcome back. This is episode 41, and you're here with me this beautiful night to go over and give, not so good advice, okay? And I always gotta say this is not professional or legal advice. This is only for entertainment purposes and comedic purposes only. You shouldn't be taking this serious or literal. But if you do, like, comment, subscribe, send an email, notsogoodadvice19@gmail.com. We're dying to know what happened to you guys. Did you take the advice? Did you not take the advice? Are you rich? Are you in jail? Did your relationship work out? Did it not work out? Are you married with kids? Are you in another country? We want to know, okay? So, without further ado, let's get to it. Alright, first one goes. My neighbor's dog is very aggressive. What do I do? Talking with her is out of the question. She's very entitled and she takes up the whole lot. She lives in the back half of a duplex in front of my house. Landlord owns both. They have a dog that is super aggressive. She's barking, growling, and lunging at anyone and anything. I have to inch myself across the neighbor's fence to get by. It's scary as freak. I'm terrified. A month or so ago, my friend mentioned that the dog bit her pants, thankfully only scratching the pants and not skin contact. Her dad apologized for it and never heard from the actual owner. My neighbor, okay, if her dad is there and I'm walking back to my house, he will put the dog inside. But my neighbor does not care at all when it's barking and growling at me. I'm scared shitless of this dog. I like dogs, but it's so aggressive and I don't know what I can do about this. Update. I informed my landlord of what was going on. He told me the next time it happens to call the cops and make the report and send it to him. Okay. So you got close neighbors and they have a super aggressive dog. Okay. My advice to you would probably be, how much do you love that dog? How much do you care about that dog? Do you like that dog a lot? Do you like your neighbors a lot? Yay? Nay? Okay. I think you should, if you can, find a little hole in the fence. Maybe let that dog out. Purposely let it bite you. But maybe not on their property. Maybe you can find a way to get that dog off their property. Let it bite you in the behind. And when it bites you, you can just call the cops. You can just sue them. They'll put that dog down. Or who knows, take it to the pound. But that's my advice. I mean, what are you going to do, ignore it? Just ignore it then. But I mean, that's what I would do. I would purposely let the dog bite me, but it can't be on their property because then you can't really do much about it. But yeah, I mean, try to let the dog out. Try to find a way to sneakily let that dog out. And when it goes out, let it bite your ankle or something. Make sure you bleed a little. And then call the cops and take pictures and report it. And then that dog, the dog is gone. Gonzos. Okay? You can do that. Or if not, you can just call the city. Call the city and say, hey, this dog is barking all the time, non-stop. It's very annoying. And then just record it. Document it all the time. Document it day after day. And then report it. And eventually, the city is going to send your neighbor a letter. And it's going to say, hey, your dog is very annoying. It barks too much. You're getting complaints daily. You're going to have to shut it up. And if you don't shut it up, you're going to have to get rid of it. So you can go that route. And if those two things don't work, just ignore it. Who cares? I mean, it's an aggressive dog. I get it. But, I mean, what are you going to do? People love animals and dogs nowadays. So there's not much you can do. Okay, next one. Help. I want to sleep. I quit smoking marijuana after 15 years of everyday use. I'm doing well with the urges and resisting them, but I cannot sleep at night. and it's absolutely terrible. I tried melatonin, and it isn't seem to help. Any suggestions, Lou Bloom? Yeah, I got a suggestion. If you can't sleep, just let it ride. I've said this before on a episode. I'll say it again. Stay up all night. Don't sleep. Pull an all-nighter. Just stay up all night, and then when you wake up, go to work or go to school or do whatever you got to do. But stay up all night, and then when you stay up all night, then, the next day, start your routine, try to go to sleep. That's what I'll do. And if that doesn't work, then wake up at 4 in the morning, go on a 6-mile run, climb a mountain, work out, do 150 push-ups, 150 sit-ups, maybe even 500. And then after you do all that, go to work, go to school, do whatever you got to do, your routine, and then come back and tell me you can't sleep. Trust me. I guarantee you, after you do all that, you're going to sleep like a baby. People think that, as your body gets older, the years go by, there's nothing new happens in your life. Your body is used to the same old routine. Wake up, go to work, work out, eat, go to sleep. Wake up, bring the kids to school, go to work, go to sleep. Like, pick them up, go to sleep. It's the same routine, and your body gets used to that shit. If there's no crazy stress in your life, no friction, nothing that mixes it up, well then, there you go. You won't be able to go to sleep. People think you'll sleep like nothing, but it's not. It doesn't work like that. It does not work like that. So that's my suggestion. Forget the melatonin. Forget the marijuana. Forget all that stuff. Just wake up early. Go on a run. On a 5-mile run. Work out. Go to work. Don't even sleep after. Don't take a nap. Go to work. Eat. Come back from work. Do whatever you got to do. And then go to sleep. And then that's your routine. Do it for like a week. And then, if you don't do that, just stay up all night. Start the routine like that. Okay? Okay. Next question. My boyfriend's mom is being stalked. She just broke up with her now ex-boyfriend. She's a nurse and doesn't get home until nighttime. And she told him she just needed some space. Ooh, space. He took it very personal and started showing up to her house. Even when he knew she wasn't home, he would show up while it was dark outside and stare in through the windows. That's creepy as hell. That's so creepy. Oh, she's not home. That's creepy as heck. That's so creepy. Okay. Now he's taken it a step further by leaving posters all around town with their initials written on it. They just had to drive all over town taking them down, and he wrote different messages on the back of the posters that said, "Be mine," and "I love you." Damn, that's kind of romantic, actually. That's kind of romantic, actually. How many of you girls wish you got a man that did that? How many of you girls, how many of you ladies wish you had a man that was so in love with you, he would put posters all around town, not of missing dogs, but of just his missing love? Wow. Okay. That's not too bad. Not too bad. It's still super weird, but okay. My boyfriend and I are long distance, but I'm worried sick about them right now. What can I do to help from here? Should I fly out and visit so I can be with them in person? Wow. Now I'm getting sleepy. Okay. So you're long distance and your mom is just telling you all this? It sucks about relationship, problems, because whenever you have someone that has problems in their relationship and they're telling you about it and like you give them advice, don't be with them, dump him, don't dump him, do this, do that, do this and that. And I'm so guilty of it, like so guilty. I'm guilty of it too. Okay, I'm not innocent. Okay, but whenever you hear that stuff, the person does the opposite. It just is what it is. You do it once in your life, I get it. You're in love. You're not thinking the same, you're in love. You're not thinking straight. And then after that, then you should be thinking super straight. Don't never do that shit again. But yeah, so even if you tell her something she's probably going to do the opposite. You know, how long were they dating? How much do they love each other? But there's nothing you can do. Tell her to call the cops, make a report, get a restraining order. And when he comes by again, she should record and document it and then send it to the police. And if she's not willing to do that, not willing to like potentially send him to jail, then there's nothing they can do really. Then it doesn't really bother her that much. Okay? So, but looking through the window shit is scary. That's so weird. Imagine that, it's nighttime and he's just ex-boyfriend looking through the window. Hey babe, where are you? Oh my god, get out of here. Come on, man. What the heck is that? Next question. Have to lose a friend I'm not ready to lose. Hi, I might be emotional when I'm writing this, Lou Bloom. I have a friend who's in an abusive relationship, and for the last couple of days, she sent a message saying, I'm really sad. I'm really worried and stressed about her, and I have been texting her like crazy since. But then today I opened a message app to message her in hopes she will respond. Then I see her status in the app. She wrote something about her boyfriend and how much she loves him. I sent her a message on another app that can tell if someone read the messages, and she did read the message. I don't want to lose her, but unfortunately she has a habit of pushing all the good people in her life. She pushed all the people who were good to her and kind for her boyfriend so she can stay with him. Dumbass. A while ago I vented to someone about the situation. They told me in the end she's going to either ignore you, ghost you completely. I guess they were right, but I was too blind to see it. Yeah, that's the worst. That's the worst when your friend just completely, they get in a relationship and they just leave, or they don't have a social life anymore. I mean, I get it though. I'm guilty of that too in my past relationship, but like, I mean, to be honest, there's nothing you can do. She's young, and dumb, and in love. Okay, so all you do is, if you really care about her and you really want to be a good friend to her, then you just send her one last message saying, "Hey, I care for you. I love you. If you need anything, I'm always going to be here for you. Just let me know what's up. Okay, I'm always here." That's it. If she responds, she does. If she doesn't, she doesn't. You continue with your life. Every now and then, I guess you can reach out to her. I guess, but you don't have to. And and eventually she'll reach out to you, and probably act like nothing happened and everything's normal, because that's what delusional, silly billies do when they're in love. And don't take it as a disrespect or weirdness. Just be like, "Hey, what's up? Oh, I haven't heard from you in a long time. Oh yeah, I'm doing good. You still with so and so? Oh, cool, nice. All right, yeah." And it's just be cool about it, but just don't be on her ass like you did in the past. Don't always try to hit her up and always think you need like her time and all that. Like, no, you gotta do your own thing. Do your own thing. Okay? You care about her and everything? Always be there for her. But chill and do your own thing, It's not that big a deal. Next question. Band versus soccer. I can already tell you what my choice is, but okay. I need advice on what to do. My coach makes you run a mile if you miss practice or whatever reason. I sometimes have to miss it because of band. I honestly don't know what to do. Should I just suck it up and run a mile anytime I have to miss practice, or should I just quit? By the way, band will always take first priority. I just don't know if I should quit soccer or do the mile anytime I have to miss practice. Bro, do the mile. It's only 4 laps around the football field. That's nothing. Just do the mile. 4 laps around the football field. Just jog and take it as a warm up. Okay? It's good to do it anyway. Like, it's not that big a deal. Just do the mile. If band is really first priority, I don't know what you're doing in band anyway, but if that's first priority, then just do the mile. Okay? I mean, I would pick soccer over band any day of the week because it's fun. Band, I guess, is fun. What do you even play in band? The tuba? Come on. Come on. The fuck? Come on. Yeah, the mile is nothing. It's healthy for you. Your body will thank you in the long run, you know? And you'll probably be better at band and soccer if you do the mile. You know, it's just take it as a warm up. You know, how many other people aren't warming up doing a mile and they're just playing, practicing, you know, just picking lilies and daisies at practice and they suck during the game. No, you take that shit serious. You do the mile. And then you go to band. And then you play like a champ. Because that's what champions do. Okay? Next question. My mom's an abusive hoe. My mom is 42, who's a whoring bitch. She's freaking around with a 30-something-year-old with 2 kids and a wife. Even worse, she wants to get married to him. Ooh, the classic delusional, hungry for love, full of loneliness, elderly lady. Even though 40's not that old, but still, she ain't 20. Okay. She met this man 1 year after my dad died. Okay, well that makes sense. Well, what do you want her to do? You know, she's all messed up. And she wants to take his last name after only a year of knowing him. Oh, I mean, that's what they do, though. That's what they do. After a relationship ends, they go, you kind of, okay, not all of them. There's exceptions, but a lot of them, they jump to the next one. I mean, it is what it is. Men do this too sometimes, but I think it's mainly the girls do this shit. Girls, women, ladies. Not all of them. But it's common, okay? Especially if their husband died. Then who knows? They're all, like, if my wife died, I don't even know what I would be doing. I'd be doing probably crazy, horrible, weird shit that, like, but yeah. Okay, let's see this. Last name after a year of knowing him. She didn't take my dad's last name. Oh, okay. I didn't read that part. That's crazy. That's crazy. That 30-something-year-old must have something right. She's not only a side chick, but also a horrible mother. When I was little, she used to beat my ass so hard that my cousins were scared of her. Damn. My mom would hit me when she was angry. She hated me. My mom used to call me slurs when I was younger for no apparent reason. I got it the worst out of all my siblings because I had ADHD and a skin condition. What skin condition? A few weeks ago, my mom threw a pan at me and grabbed a knife. Okay, this explains a lot. Alright. She also stomped on me for laughing at her. I hate her so much. She's gotten better, and it really hurts to say that I hate my mother. But I really do, and I'm scared she's going to hurt me. What do I do? Well, if you're really scared, and if you're not safe, then dial the old-fashioned, trusty, dusty 911. And you tell them what's going on, because if she's threatening you with a knife and stomping on you, and you hate her, and you're scared she's going to hurt you, I mean, what are you going to do? Just wait until the day she hurts you? I mean, you can do that, but then you're going to get hurt. Like, what the heck? If you really, deep down inside, want something done about it, and you think she's going to hurt you, and you're really kind of like scared, and you know that it's not a healthy environment, and you're ready to just change everything for better, for worse, bring the authorities involved. But I'm just going to tell you now, like, that's not healthy and that's not right. I mean, come on. You're really scared of like, your mom going to hurt you? I'm sorry to hear that. That sucks, I am sorry to hear that, because I could never imagine my mom doing that. Even though she has her faults and everything, but nah, like, I'm sorry to hear that. But yeah, I mean, that's my advice for that one. Just, if you're really scared, I always recommend, and you're scared to get hurt, come on, call the cops. Next one. Most people in relationships are just desperate. How many couples are actually together because they're genuinely happy, and how many are just afraid of being alone? People don't wait for the right person. They settle. They lower their standards. Oh my God, my ring light. Oh my god, my ring light. Sorry about that. They lower their standards. They choose someone who's good enough instead of someone they actually admire. Okay, but how hard? You know how hard it is to get someone you actually admire? Even if you're a ladies' man or a very, very, very gorgeous woman and you got a bunch of options, it's hard to settle down and choose one. Especially if you were in a good, decent relationship for a while and you guys broke up and then you're out in the field looking, dating. It's hard. It's hard to choose one. Okay? Love isn't some magical force that binds two perfect souls together. It's a transaction. People trade their time, attention, and bodies just to avoid the feeling of loneliness. And when you take a step back, you realize that a lot of relationships aren't built on love. They're built on fear. Fear of being single. Fear of being the only one without a partner. Fear of not being desirable. People will sacrifice their own self-respect just to keep someone around. They'll tolerate disrespect, inconsistency, and half-hearted efforts, just so they don't have to start over. That's not love. That's desperation. I refuse to be a part of it. What are your thoughts on this, Lou Bloom? I think you're kind of right. Because it seems like that. I mean, my kind of only real relationship and the longest one I was in was we got together in the middle of high school and then all the way until like a little bit through college, even though I'm kind of still in college. But it lasted a couple years. It lasted a little while. And, well, it wasn't perfect, but it definitely wasn't abusive and toxic. Far from it. It was pretty damn good. But no relationship is perfect, right? But that's what happens. I mean, like, you kind of do, like, it feels like it is a transaction. But everything's a transaction. Literally, everything's a transaction in life. Your work is a transaction. They want you to provide a service and then they pay you. That's a transaction. You go to McDonald's and buy a Big Mac. That's a transaction. You give them money, they give you the food. I mean, your parents, that's a transaction. They got married or whatever, had kids, and then you're there and you gotta, like, I guess, carry the bloodline and be decent people. You know, don't be completely messed up and try to, like, you know, learn from them and hopefully they raise you right. Like having a pet dog is a transaction. Literally, everything's a transaction. And I think a lot of people are scared of just being alone, dying alone. There's a pressure in life to get married, to have kids, to get the house, to raise them, this and that and that and this. And it is kind of being desperate, you know? It is. Like, some people, they've never been in a relationship, so they want love. They want to know what it's like. They want to have someone to care for them. And I see that. When I was younger and I never was in, I was obsessed with girls. You know, middle school, high school. And to a certain extent I am. But I'm obsessed with women, okay? And I'm just not obsessed with how I used to be. Because I used to be like, oh my god, girls, yeah, I wanted to kiss him and do everything like that and have girlfriends. But then, you get the girlfriend, you be with them, and you realize what it's like to have a partner and be in a relationship for a while, you know, and have to cater to someone's feelings and have to, like, you know, love someone and be a decent person and care about their feelings and be, you know, always talk to them and care about yourself, and assuming it's a good relationship and not toxic. But it's just, I mean, the longest relationship I was in, I wasn't like, yes, I want to be with her, oh my god, she's so amazing and perfect. No. At first I was kind of like, damn, you're cute, but I don't know if I want to do this. And then it just kind of just happened. We just kept being together and kept talking. It kind of just happened, you know. And then you know, you fall in love, and then you're like, damn, she's gorgeous, I love her. And then she probably felt the same for me, and that's what happens. So you know, I feel like it is desperation, but I think it's more when you get older and you haven't been in a relationship, or you have been in a relationship and you know what that love is like, and you're getting older and you're like, damn, I need to like, before I get too old and my market value is low, if you want to look at it that way, you want to get in a relationship before you get old and you can't walk and you're too ugly and no one really wants you. And you can't work that much, so you don't have some sort of value. But at the same time, love is love, baby. Love is love, and you can't control it. It is what it is. It's like the ocean. It goes in, it comes out, it goes in and out, and then every now and then it goes in, and the tsunami comes up, bam, wipes everything away, and you can't control it. Next thing you know, the village is gone, and everyone feels the water. And it looks beautiful, though. Still looks beautiful. So that's what I think it is. Everyone is desperation, or love is desperation to be in relationships, but it's more when you're older. Mid-20s to like mid-30s, that's when that whole desperation kind of starts to kick in. Late 40s or like towards the 40s, it's, I don't even know how that is. I don't even know, but I think that's what it is. But love is still love, so you never know. Sometimes it just happens, it clicks, and it works perfect. Next question. Does he want a relationship or just sex? I've been sleeping with this guy for 2 years now. No relationship, just sleeping together. From the start, he made it clear. No feelings, no attachments, just sex. I was 23 when we met. He's 26. I used to be more into him, to the point I would sit outside his house and stalk him. Super creepy. Almost as creepy as that guy looking through the window for his ex. Don't do that. Come on. He even called me once. Oh, what's wrong with you? Come on. Come on. I call him 100 times when he's not picking up. Threatened to ruin his things over time, but over time, I pulled back and just started going with the flow. As I got older, my frontal lobe fully developed. I'm 26 now and he's 29. Oh, okay. We have good sex, so good. Unfortunately, I've gone pregnant twice by him and aborted it both because he says he doesn't want kids yet. Chingao. Okay, that's crazy. Alright. We have sex so... Okay, yeah, I read that. In the first year, things were a little rocky. Even though we weren't in a relationship, he would get upset if he found out I was still talking to my ex. Come on, bro, don't do that. What the heck? He even told me he'd never take me seriously because of it. He never did anything for holidays, never got me gifts, just kept it strictly sexual. But lately, something's changed. He doesn't emphasize the just sex thing as much. Even though that could have been because I'm not as crazy over him as I used to be. That's a little bit what it is, I guarantee you. And now he's been buying me gifts for holidays, even offered to help me get a car. He took me out the country for my birthday. Oh, okay. But if I ever bring up anything more serious, he still insists he doesn't want a relationship. Okay. I'm not sure what to make of it. Is he catching feelings, but in denial? Or is he just comfortable with me being around? I can tell you what it is. He's comfortable with you being around, catching a little bit of feelings, but he knows not relationship-wise. He probably has some girls on the side. You know, you're just one of them. You're on the roster. And he probably is doing a little better in life, getting more money, and he's feeling like a boss, feeling like a G, and he's treating a loyal woman in his life, taking better care of her, you know, and that's what should happen. You don't have to be a girlfriend or a wife, but if you treat him good, he can treat you good, you know, buy you things here and there, take you out the country. He's probably saving money and his job is doing all right. So that's probably I guarantee you that's what's happening. And obviously he just wants sex, yeah, but you know, he's just treating you decent. You know, that's what it is. You're a side chick, but you know he's moving up in life and becoming like a little player. You know, his G shit. You know, nothing but a G thing. Okay, let's. I got one more. Okay, this one's a good one. What personally makes a man a loser? I know a lot of obvious ones like poor hygiene, no respect for people, racism, manipulative. Okay, manipulative, self-centered, rude to wait staff, mama's boy, etc. But what are the more subtle things that makes a guy a loser, or would make someone say this guy isn't worth the effort? Okay, so you named some pretty good ones. What makes a guy a loser? But let me add to it. Okay, for me, what makes a guy a loser, not if you don't have, not if you have a, not if you don't have a job, a good job, or not if you have a crappy job, not if you're a drug addict, not if you treat everyone like crap, not if you're fat, out of shape, none of that. To me, what really makes someone a loser, is if he just completely gives up in life. He completely gives up on stop trying to be the best version of himself. He completely gives up on trying to like get a good job, trying to save money, trying to like be healthier, be sober, eat better, trying to like just help everyone around him. Quit on his dreams, like doesn't focus on anything. I think that's what makes a guy a loser. Because as long as you're trying to do better no matter what, you're trying to get a better job, you're trying to give back to people around you, help your family, help people you don't know, be positive with your words, and give people good advice, and just move forward, and everyone around you, push them forward as well. If you're not doing that, then you're a loser, because this life is a battle. It's a fight. You're wrestling. It's an uphill battle. You're running nonstop the day you're born. And the minute, it gets tiring, it gets hard. But the second you completely say, I don't care, I'm done, I give up, and you eat like shit, and you're just a slave to your lusts and your temptations all around you, because there's a lot of it. It sucks. There's a lot of temptations. But you're a slave to drinking alcohol, doing drugs, stupid like sexual partners that you don't care about, and you're not even, you lie to them and cheat on them and hurt other people and steal, and you don't care about anyone but yourself, not even yourself, because you're eating like crap and you're just sucking up this gluttony of temptations. If you're doing all that, you're a loser. Okay? But if you just keep non-stop fighting to do better and move forward, then you're not a loser. Even if you live with your mom, even if you live on the street, even if you don't got a job, even if you are a drug addict, even if you're in a horrible relationship, or you weren't the best partner or the best parent, no matter what, as long as you try to do better in life, and you don't forget the goal, you just don't stop the race, you don't give up, you don't lose control or track, you don't completely let go, then you're not a loser. You're just playing the game. Episode 41 in the books. Like, comment, subscribe. Send an email. notsogoodadvice19@gmail.com. We want to know if you want advice, if you need advice, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, or if you got a question, send it in. Lou Bloom is here for you. Later, boys and girls.